Welcome to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm Nai, and we are currently in the Haunted Mansion trying to get some answers for Roxas here on not only what his purpose is and who he is, but exactly what's going to happen to him fairly soon. His words, not mine. Okay, so we're going to fight off the assassins here. Got a couple more treasure chests I need to pick up as we move on. One is right down the hallway here. I think I'm actually going to get attacked in a second here by a couple of guys who, come right towards me. There's an idea. Ah, yes, another thing the assassins can do is they can, what's what I'm looking for? They can commit suicide. They can actually go kamikaze on you and cause a little bit of damage that way. So watch out for that, especially when you have multiple assassins, because it actually can deal quite a lot of damage if you don't dodge it. Go ahead and fight off these dusks here. Go away, you. Get ourselves a couple more potions and snag whatever's in this chest. Another potion, that works for me. Gonna have another fight right here. This time we got two assassins. Go ahead and chain them both a little bit. See if I can keep them both off the underground. That one just committed suicide. You can see it was a fairly sizable amount of damage. And then we are going to go into this question mark room. Okay, so got a table in the middle of a room, and there's nothing really on it except for a sketch from Naminé that we picked up earlier. We had to actually go to the White Room before we could come here, because we need Naminé's sketch to actually finish this seal on the table. Once we complete the seal, all of a sudden, the room starts filling up with what appears to be magic, and things begin to change. The entire floor disappears to reveal a much less mansion-y interior. Now that's interesting. And down we go. Go ahead and pick up whatever's in here. Got a high potion, and now we can start moving our way into this room. And in here, this is the room where we saw the red-eyed man and that Ansem guy for so very long. They were sitting here for quite some time. And Roxas is, I don't know if he's getting a memory or if he's just getting a headache, because I'd get a headache with all those displays, I'll tell you that. But he's having a little bit of trouble. I think he's getting a little bit of his memories back, and it's not a pleasant experience. So we got a council chamber of some sort here. That's a particularly special symbol there. I'm sure we've seen that before. It's also in the back of every council member. And some of these members have hoods down and some do not. If I remember correctly, there is a reason why some do have their hoods down. If I recall correctly, hoods down means we've actually been introduced to them at some point, as well as the fact that we probably have already killed them in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Now there we have Roxas sitting on the council. Remember, he was called the 13th member of Organization 13, so there must be 13 altogether.
Why? Why do you have the Keyblade? Shut up!
So apparently they fought here, and unfortunately, for Roxas at least, he was beaten by whoever this is in the blindfold. I think that's supposed to be Riku, but I can't recall. Huh, okay.
If we can maintain the simulated town until Naminé finishes chaining together Sora's memories.
What will happen to Roxas?
He holds half of Sora's power within him.
That's
Then
interesting.
he'll have to give it back. Until then, he'll need another personality to throw off his pursuers.
Got some answers here.
It's the fate of a nobody.
Apparently this guy in red does not seem particularly keen on nobodies. Which is interesting. But now we gotta have an idea of what Roxas is, who Roxas is, and the entire, what his town was. Roxas looks a little bit pissed right now. Or in pain, but I think it's more pissed. So now he understands that his town was just a simulation this entire time. And he summons the Keyblade without even really thinking about it, and uses it to go to town on all this computer equipment. Which may or may not be a smart idea, because that may have ruined all of his chances of going home. Well, apparently, in Kingdom Hearts, destroy computer means open door. Let's go ahead and do at least one more save here, because I'm going to want this save. This is going to be kind of important. And by kind of, I mean very. And by very important, I mean I may have problems really soon, and I do not want to have to completely restart this area. So let's go ahead and take care of that. Come on, say faster. I really do not know why it takes so long for this to happen. But as you can see, I'm still completely in line with previous playthroughs. So I'm making about the same progress that I usually do. Let's go through this door and see what happens. Well, first and foremost, a fight with 4 Dusks isn't really a fight. That's a slaughter. So let's go ahead and take care of all the strange enemies, all of these Dusks. Go ahead and use a reversal. Remember, a reversal will actually affect all of them if I use it on one of them. Probably going to take a little bit of damage off some of these guys, but that's fine. Just keep on using reversal whenever it is an option for you. Get a couple hits in, reverse again, couple hits in, reverse again. That will be the way to... That'll be the way home right there. Got our magic increase, got a defense increase, that's all good. And they just threw in 2 assassins for me. Remember, reversal only works on Dusks. It does not work on assassins. Kind of waiting for this assassin to start playing. There we go. There's one behind me that's trying to get a little bit of damage on me, but I think I can evade it just long enough to take out its friend. Yep, there's that. This one wants to play. Let's wait for his tails to go up. Oh, and he comes out to play. That is absolutely fine by me. Makes it easier for me to take him out. And there we go. We got our quick ending sequence, and then things are going to get a little bit more interesting.
Simply amazing, Roxas.
Axel.
You really do remember me this time. I'm so flattered.
Okay, Axel seems a little bit pissed right now.
But you're too late.
Now, Roxas pulls out 2 weapons, showing that he is very good at using Keyblades. And it is time for us to have a little bit of fun. Bring it, Axel. Come on. So yeah, Axel gets a free attack on you, but we can attack him right back, and Roxas knows exactly what he's doing when it comes to these Keyblades. He will beat the ever-loving crap out of Axel as long as you give him a chance. Now keep in mind, the floor is cinders, the floor is lava in this case. Okay, we gotta watch out for this. Okay, so Axel, here he comes. Got a reaction command here to use Burst Edge and to hit him pretty hard. And here come reaction commands to do just an absolute crap ton of damage. Gets Axel down the ground, and all of a sudden the floor is no longer fire. Which means that we can actually just keep on beating the ever-loving crap out of him for a little while at least. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. And there he goes. Okay, I'm going to get a potion going here, if I get a chance. I don't think he's going to give me a chance here. There we go. Okay, so now I'm back in the world of the living. Do our quick reaction command here, do a little bit more damage to him. That's going to put Axel down, but not quite out. We got a little bit more damage. But yeah, apparently Roxas is an absolute badass when it comes to using these Keyblades. Now, something to know about Kingdom Hearts 2 is that when it comes to bosses, you can only, in most cases, kill a boss with the final hit in a combo, or with a action command. So keep that in mind. Sometimes you'll have a lot of trouble trying to kill a guy because you're not getting that final hit in the combo and not using the reaction command. But there we go. We got a bonus in this case of an extra 5 HP, and now we get a cutscene. It was kind of an epic fight, gotta admit. What's the thoughts, Roxas? What's going on here? What's going on in your head, buddy?
You get on their
Come on,
bad
talk to
side
us.
and they'll destroy you.
No one would miss me.
That's not true. I would.
Might be something going on between Axel and Roxas here. At the very least, good friends. So, Roxas is beginning to remember some of this stuff.
Let's meet again in the next life.
Yeah, I'll be waiting.
And what's that really an indication of?
Silly. Just because you have a next life.
Yep, Axel goes, leaves us a little bit of a cryptic comment, which really says a lot, lets you kind of get an idea of what's going to happen here. Okay. So, we have this dark portal here, but we can't really do anything with it. That's going to be used much later on in the game. And instead, let's start heading through this door. Door we haven't seen yet. And now we got a long hallway that Roxas is going to be checking out. Lots of these big egg pod thingies.
Donald.
There's Donald. There's Goofy.
Goofy?
Which would kind of indicate that someone has to be nearby. While I'm in this room, let me make a point of grabbing this chest. Quick high potion. And then through possibly the most important door we have gone through so far. And by possibly, I mean definitely. Sup?
At last, the Keyblade's chosen one.
Who are you
Yeah.
talking to? Me
You.
or Sora?
Yes.
Half of Sora, of course. You reside in darkness. What I need is someone who can move about the realm of light and destroy Organization 13.
Why?
This sounds a bit important.
Who are you?
I am a servant of the world.
Man, he's such a philanthropist.
And if I'm a servant, then you should consider yourself a tool at best.
Was that
This guy is so full of himself.
that supposed to be a joke? 'Cause I'm not laughing.
Yeah, Roxas is not happy about all this, but unfortunately for him,
My apologies. This is only a data-based projection.
yeah, he's not actually there. It doesn't work that way, Roxas. It's not real. Yeah. Congratulations, Roxas. You just killed a hologram. Once again, we get the kind of odd graphical stuff. Now to see something truly special. A gigantic egg.
I hate you so much.
You should share
And that's
some
good.
of that hatred with Sora.
Remember,
Far too nice for his own
hate
good.
leads to suffering. Suffering leads to the dark side, which is very important for that particular voice actor over there. It's not working, Roxas. It's a hologram. But at least you did just activate the egg.
Sora.
And here comes Roxas's theme song. A very sad sounding song for a good reason.
You're lucky. Looks like my summer vacation is over.
Kind of a depressing line, to be honest. And we finally get our title screen. Welcome, folks, to Kingdom Hearts 2. Well, with that song over, And now Roxas's part in at least the opening of this story, Roxas's part right now has now ended. And so now we can begin the storyline true. Out comes that mystery train that Roxas saw some time ago. And there, for the first time, even since Kingdom Hearts 1, we are actually seeing King Mickey directly and not sort of catching him from afar. Apparently he's in Twilight Town too.
Sora! Who's there?
Sora, wake up!
Sora! With a little bit of work, Sora actually wakes up from his year-long sleep. It's kind of odd. Didn't that egg open already? Well, now it'll open one more time. And a far cry from Roxas' theme, now we get to hear Sora's theme. And Sora gets himself up and gets himself going because now it is time to play as our actual protagonist.
Donald! Goofy!
Who has a slightly deeper voice than we last saw him with. And, yep, Jiminy's back too.
You mean we were asleep?
I guess we
Apparently.
must have been, or I don't think we'd be so drowsy. When do you think we went to sleep?
Let's
Some
see.
time ago.
We defeated Ansem,
Yep.
restored peace to the world, found Kairi. Oh yeah, and then we went to look for Riku. I think that's right so far.
That's about right. Yeah, that's what we were doing.
What does your journal say, Jiminy?
Good question. Jiminy keeps a journal of everything.
Gee, there's only one sentence. Thank, nominate.
Well, that's not
I
helpful.
wonder who that is.
Yep, all the information about Castle Oblivion has unfortunately been removed from Jiminy's journal, and no one can quite remember it.
Well, what do you say we find out where we are?
Sounds like a plan. Let's start getting control of our main character. We now have our full party, Sora, Donald, and Goofy. And now we get to go back and double-check abilities, and now, a good addition from Kingdom Hearts 1 is, well, keep in mind, Sora is now back to level whatever we are right now, level 6. So unfortunately, I don't get to keep my level 70 badass Sora. We're back to the beginning. We got the Metroid treatment. Nowadays, we actually get to go in. We actually get to tell our secondary characters what we want them to use. Now, notice something special about this ability, about Cure, MP cost all. We're going to make sure to tell Donald to use that conservatively. We're going to go into Goofy. We're going to... yeah, we'll let Goofy use Goofy Bash. But we actually do get to directly talk to them about using abilities and exactly how I want to use them. Kind of important. We also can tell them exactly how we want them to fight, which is also important. We can also tell them if we want them to refresh their potions and stuff like that. All sorts of cool abilities now, just basically making the game good. We also now have Jiminy's journal completely unlocked, and Jiminy will tell us that we have new character bios to check out. The big one here that you want to check out is treasures. Jiminy is going to keep track of all the treasures you've got in each particular world, and you can go into his journal in order to truly see what your completion percentage is. Remember, we want to get all of them, every single last one. Luckily, he does keep track of what order you're supposed to reach them in, so it makes it a little bit easier to figure out what you're actually supposed to be seeing. We also have maps and such in there as well. Okay, guys, we have finally, after, this is what, episode 6? 7? No, 7. After 7 episodes, we are finally controlling Sora himself. We have finally gotten back to our main character, which means that I need to cut the episode. But when we get back, we're going to be re-exploring Twilight Town with a really new main character. It'll be the real Twilight Town, and we're going to start seeing about moving the main storyline along now that we've gotten out of the tutorial after 3 hours. I will see you guys next time.